Hello and welcome, my dear viewers, to the very first episode of my new show, Kamen's Corner. Now, I gotta state right here, right now, because of YouTube's content ID system, that everything used here is used for the purpose of review, so it is covered under fair use. I must state this here and now, that these opinions on the Sims series are my own, and I should be able to use the pictures that I use under the fair use guise, because I am giving a synopsis and reviewing this. So, anyway, legal jargon aside, because of YouTube's stupid copyright ID system, let's get talking. Now, I'm going to be talking about The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 especially, since, unfortunately, I have not been able to play The Sims 1. Well, I used to be able to, for a little bit, but unfortunately my copy of The Sims 1 and my only expansion pack for it, Making Magic, disappeared many, many years ago. So unfortunately, I can't really talk about that. Now, The Sims series is one of my favorite video game series. I have played it many, many, many times. For many, many hours. For The Sims 3, I think my time that I've spent on it is somewhere, I can't even really guess, 200, maybe 300 hours. I was the first person at my local Best Buy to buy my copy of The Sims 3 base game. I was the first person in my local Best Buy to get their copy of The Sims 3. I was so excited for it. I stayed up waiting for it, and I love The Sims 3. But the first real Sims game I played consistently was The Sims 2. Now, The Sims 2 was a fantastic, fantastic series. I had all the expansion packs. Bon Voyage, not Making Magic. What was that one? Hold on, I'm gonna go back to the bullet points that I have here. The Sims 2 Nightlife, not Making Magic. The Sims 2 University. The Sims 2 Open for Business. The Sims 2 Pets. The Sims 2 Seasons. The Sims 2 Free Time. And The Sims 2 Apartment Life. Yes, I loved The Sims 2. It was fantastic. I loved the cartoony style. I loved all the mods you could get for it. I loved its attitude. There was something about The Sims 2, and still is, just this likability, this quirky yet realistic tone to it. Like, it never took itself too seriously, but it was never all out goofy either. To me, it seemed to have the right balance of cartoony goofishness, or goofiness, not goofishness, with realistic gameplay. Like, I actually did feel like I was living a life with my Sims. That's why I can't really tell you how much time I've put into the Sims series as a whole, as I have been playing these games for forever. I started playing The Sims 2 in 2005, and have continued to play it till last year, as of right now, and I still play it this year, but I have every expansion pack for The Sims 1, or not The Sims 1, The Sims 2, and The Sims 3. Those games are my time suck. They are a series that I put on when I'm bored, or when I just want to have some fun and relax. For me, The Sims series is something I can put on and just let myself be enthralled by. I have spent so much time with these digital characters that after a while, they start becoming important to me. Like, I love watching their lives. I love watching their lives progress. I love watching them grow old. But unfortunately for me, and this is my personal problem as a player, when my Sims die, because a lot of the time I make myself or my friends, and especially in The Sims 2, since there was no way to disable aging without a cheat, when my Sims die, I did kind of feel emotional. They were my creations. I had watched them grow up. I'd watched them get married. I watched them have kids. And then when they died, it felt like a loss. And I know it's stupid, and no, I didn't sit in a corner crying, like, oh no, my Sims are dead, why? No, I wasn't like that, but I genuinely cared for The Sims. So, this was my game of choice, and still is. I love the expansion packs. My favorite from the Sims 2 era were the Sims 2 Bon Voyage, the Sims 2 Apartment Life, the Sims 2 Seasons, and the Sims 2 Open for Business. And, to an extent, University, even though I felt University went a little too fast. Sorry if I say a lot. I have her in bullet points, but nothing here is scripted. I don't know. There is a quality to The Sims 2 that still keeps me coming back every once in a while. Now, I didn't think The Sims could get any better after a fully expansion-packed Sims 2. And then The Sims 3 came out. Had come out. Came out. No, brain, that's right. Came out. And it improved pretty much everything. The Sims now had traits, so they had real personalities. You could disable aging, so you could play with your little virtual people for as long as you wanted. The Sims looked better. They looked less cartoony. They looked more like real people. It had an open world, so you were no longer stuck on a single lot. You could actually explore the world with your family and have your Sims in multiple different locations and zip between them. So let's say one of my Sims was in the library while the other sat at home and watched TV. You could flip between them. The modding support was great. And do I even have to mention the Create a Style tool? You could change your Sims' colors of their clothing, add textures. If you wanted a Sim in a purple and orange leopard print suit, you could have it. If you wanted your Sim to have that same kind of pattern for their car, for their house, for their shoes, for their TV, you could have it. You wanted a Sim with bright pink hair, blue highlights, and a white, roots, you could have it. The Sims were completely customizable, and the game was easy to mod. And The Sims 3 is my favorite Sims game as of now. I have not played The Sims 4, and unfortunately for those watching, I'm probably not going to get to play it for a while because it is so expensive. $80. Yes, and I know you could get the standard, but that's still a little bit too expensive for me. Sorry, it just is. So as of right now, The Sims 3 is my game of choice. It is the thing I come back to the most, and the thing that has gotten the most playtime out of any of the games in my library currently. A second close competitor would be Skyrim, but it's The Sims for me. I'm a Sims fanboy. Now, for The Sims 3, since it is more recent, I'm going to talk a little bit about the expansion packs a little more, because I collected them all, once again. But this time, what they do is fresh in my mind. As where The Sims 2, I have not played The Sims 2 much because of all the improvements that were made in The Sims 3. So, my favorite expansion pack for The Sims 3 is The Sims 3 Seasons. Now, what that did was it added seasons and weather and holidays to The Sims 3. And my goodness gracious me, winter is absolutely amazing in The Sims 3 Seasons. It feels like winter. You can see the Sims' breath come out as they walk, as the snow, as they move through the snow. You can see the little trails they make, and if it's deep snow, you can see deep trails they make. And when it's it gets so cold, and the windows all freeze up, and there are icicles hanging from your house. It's so amazing. And then you have Snowflake Day, which is Christmas or Hanukkah to an extent, especially if you had the holiday decorations that were free on the Sims 3 store. It really felt like holidays, and actually something I do at the time of this video is when it turns to the winter time, I have Christmas music on my custom music station. So, like Blue Christmas and some Barry Manilow Christmas. It really makes it feel like Christmas time in The Sims. And I was playing with The Sims 3 this summer, and I play it all the time, but I was playing with it in the hot summer, and it became winter time, and I put the Christmas music in, and I actually decorate. I have a special category in The Sims 3 for like holiday decorations, so I can keep decking out my house whenever it's the holidays. So I decorate the house like it's the holidays and have Christmas music playing, and it just feels so much like Christmas that I kind of want like some hot cocoa, and then I look outside and it's like 125 degrees. So I guess that really says what a good expansion pack the Sims 3 Seasons was. My second favorite, and this is a personal choice, is The Sims 3 Into the Future, because I like it. I like going into the future. I like seeing the future tech. I like building my robots. I like the DIY robot builder. I like meeting my descendants. I like seeing the future. And the three different types of futures you can have are the neutral future, the dystopian future, and the utopian future. All of them are very distinct, and they're all very cool to look at. But my favorite thing about The Sims 3 Into the Future was that you could go back into your normal timeline and alter the future. You could alter what your descendants looked like, or who they even were. Or you could do certain things to get statues of your sim in the future, like I can't remember what it was called, but it was like the head of future advancement or something, where you win the lottery and then donate all the money to research future tech. And my favorite thing, and yes, I did this, I loved going into the past and creating the dystopian future. It makes you feel like you have a real impact. Now, a lot of people hated the pack because you could bring your future tech into your normal world, and for a lot of people, I guess that ruined their immersion. I personally loved it, but maybe it's just because I love sci-fi and fantasy. I love Star Wars, I love Star Trek, I love Doctor Who. So, I don't know. It just hit the right buttons for me. And the final expansion pack I'm going to talk about is The Sims 3. Let me see. I'm making sure. Yeah, it was The Sims 2 University, and then The Sims 3 University Life. Yeah, The Sims 3 University Life. Wait, no. Is it? Hold on, I'm checking. I just don't want to look like an idiot here. Well, that's a little too late for that, but anyway. Let me find it. Yeah, The Sims 3 University Life. Okay. So, I loved that one because your career, or what you did, actually seemed to help you outside. Sorry about that. There was a problem during recording, so I'm just going to have to restate what I said there. So, what you do in The Sims 3 University Life seems to help you outside of special careers that you can only get by going to university. So, I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but you could get a degree which helped you get more money and I guess a little credit for the culinary career. And you could actually study your culinary career at university. And so when you return from university, you already worked out, or you already maxed out your cooking skill without actually losing any money or time when you during your normal job, which was nice. I thought the new social features were fun. I liked the jocks, nerds, and rebel system. I thought that was cool. My only problem with it really was that a lot of the lots you couldn't put in your normal town. So, like, there was no comic shop in, Sunset Valley or Starlight Shores. I actually made my own comic shop and coffee, comic shop and coffee place and put them in my towns because I liked that then geeks would gather around at the comic shop, or you could get special teas at the Rebel Hangout. I just thought it added a lot of cool things and didn't just feel like a rehash of The Sims 2 University. I don't know, it seemed to do a lot more than just that little university section, which, if I remember The Sims 2 University correctly, after you left The Sims 2 University, it didn't really seem to affect your life outside it. So anyway, that is my Kamen's Corner thoughts on the Sims series from Sims 2 to Sims 3. Now, if I get The Sims 4, I will probably do another one of these for The Sims 4. But unfortunately, unless Electronic Arts wishes to grace me with a copy of The Sims 4 for review purposes, I can't review it right now, and probably won't be able to review it till after Christmas. So, until then, this is Kamen Rider Fire, signing off, and thank you for watching.